So, Tess Holiday, she is a plus size model. She's about 300 pounds plus. I'm guessing, I don't know her exact weight or anything like that. She has been known so far for being on the covers of magazines and being the new normal, being, one of those ones who's saying that being as big as an elephant means you're just as healthy as somebody who runs 6 days a week and eats right and all that. You can go drink cake batter out of a dumpster. You can have as many eclairs as you want, and you are just as healthy as somebody who doesn't do that and does all the right things and drinks all the green drinks. You are perfect. We all know it's a load of shit, but you know what? She needs to tell herself this to feel better that she's eating, 20 boxes of donuts in one sitting. That's fine. She's made a career out of it. Now, let me do some differentials here. I have no problem with somebody who's a plus size model, who goes out and models their plus size. I don't know how else to say it. I have a problem with people like Tess Holiday who sit there and act like, that we're body shaming and that this is healthy, that you can be just as healthy this big as you can if like you were slender. No, you can't. It's fucking physically impossible. And I can prove it. If Tess Holiday, I'll put her up against a 45-year-old soccer mom who runs 4 days a week about just maybe 2 miles. If she can do what that soccer mom does without vomiting, sweating ice cream, and tipping over every 5 seconds and ending up, I will say she's just as healthy as, and anybody can be 300, 350 pounds and be just as healthy as somebody who is, thinner and taking better care of themselves. No, you're not, because you're not taking good care of yourself. You're not doing what you should do. That's just how it is. Now, if you want to be bigger, and if you want to say, fuck it, I don't give a fuck what these skinny fucks do. I don't want to give a fuck what these healthy fucks do. I'm going to eat my fucking shit. I'm going to sit there. I'm going to be a big fat ass and let every fat fucking fatty sucking of it. Then guess what? I love you just for being real. But this bitch is not real. Now, and again, I think this is just like the opposite end of what happened in the 90s, early 2000s with, remember, everybody was, having a problem, and rightfully so, with the people that were stick figures, the whole going back to the 90s, the waif models. Remember Kate Moss and her anorexic ass? And that was another thing. They annoyed me. I gave them just as much shit. They was, no, I eat a lot. I just have really high metabolism. No, I don't do anything to lose weight. Oh, no, I'm such a pig, actually. I just eat so much. That's why I can barely hold my skeletal frame up. That's why my kidneys are failing, because I just eat so much. No, we knew it was bullshit. We know they were like, come on. What was their diet back then? Fucking cigarettes, Coca-Cola, and speed. That's how they got that way, all right? That was not normal either. That was the opposite end of the spectrum why they weren't healthy. But this chick has come out with the new fat movement, which we all gotta love, because fatties are just as healthy as everybody else. They can do anything. Like sweat, with a slight movement. And smell bad way faster than anybody else. Look, if you are someone who is struggling with weight, this is not a video about you or aimed at you at all. If you are somebody who just doesn't care, who's like, you know what, like I said, I'm gonna be fat, I love being fat, I wanna eat what I wanna eat, we only live once, God fucking bless you. I'm talking about these people who cloak this in some kind of it's healthy type of bullshit. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. And this is why I resent it so much. There are people who are very heavy, who are sitting there, who are crying, who are spending money, who are struggling to, be, I'm not going to even say skinny, but just healthier, lose some weight so they feel better, so they can just move better. I was overweight at a certain point in my life. I mean, I was never truly fat, but at one point I was 215 pounds. And I can tell you from personal experience that I was not as free moving as I was when I lost weight. I just wasn't. I didn't feel as good. I wasn't living as well. That's just the truth. And I'm sorry to get some Suzanne Powder, Richard Simmons fucking diatribe here, but here's the main reason you came here. Tess Holiday, she hadn't been getting enough attention lately because, for a while people were like, oh, she's saying she's healthy and she's on the covers of magazines and, they had to make the covers bigger because she's, okay, anyway. She's the poster girl for the fat acceptance movement. We're all pretending oh yeah, no, it's perfectly normal and wonderful. No, I'm sure she doesn't smell after walking around the block twice. And she's like, no, she doesn't stink like BO. And I'm sure her vag always smells like a fresh ocean. No. What she's done now is she's come out with an eating disorder. Now, before I heard what she said, I was actually ready to give her props. And I actually thought to myself, you know what? Fucking God bless her. She's realized she's having a little trouble breathing. She realized she's a little too big. She's gonna get not to like a. I don't expect her to be fucking skinny or whatever like that, but she's gonna get to like a healthy weight for her and feel better about herself and be able to maybe do some more physical activity and just eat a little bit healthier. Man, she'll live a long time, and fuck, that's what I want for this chick. No, you know what she came out? That she's anorexic because her psychologist told her so. Let's break it down. She's anorexic. You know what I think it is? She misunderstood. What she was trying to say was she eats people who are anorexic. That, they're really skinny and it's, hard for them to get away once she kind of traps them like that. She finds them at the Whole Foods, picking out their like bean sprouts and shit like that. And she just sneaks up behind them with her, Jabba the Hutt ass and just kind of inhales them really fast. And, she's addicted to it. So she's getting help for eating anorexic people. She said she's anorexic and she's aware of the backlash she's getting. But, anorexics can come in all shapes and sizes. No, they can't. We see anorexics all the time. There are anorexics currently who have like Twitch channels and are on YouTube and are doing well and be promoted by YouTube and shit like that, who are dying in front of us. And that's a whole nother video. But yeah, that's what an anorexic looks like. No one is going to mistake you for an anorexic. No one, ever. Is ever going to say that you're anorexic, except her psychologist. What is a psychologist exactly? It is a person that is a quitter. And why I say that is a psychologist is someone who just didn't want to go through med school and have to do hard work. So they want to do like an online university or like just 4 years of college and maybe 1 year of pretending to do something else, and then they're a psychologist. No. A psychologist is useless. A psychiatrist is where it's at. They've done the hard work. They've seen the hard shit. They can prescribe medicines. They know a lot more than the anybody can be a psychologist. There's online fucking universities to be a fucking psychologist. You need nothing but a fucking barely having a soul to be a psychologist. As long as you are breathing, can form some kind of speech, you can be a psychologist. So her psychologist told her that she is anorexic and she's going into treatment for it. Where she, I mean, first of all, I hope the doors are really wide in that treatment facility because I don't know how she's going to get in. Like, they're going to have to grease up the sides of the building. I'm just saying, look, come on. But, I mean, okay, in other news, I'm pregnant. There, how's that? Are we just going to deny reality now? Are we just going to throw reality out the window? Is it just not exist anymore? Are we just going to stop calling a spade a fucking spade and a big ginormous galaxy planet of a woman, a big ginormous galaxy planet of a woman? I mean, come on. What the fuck are you talking about? And why I'm really pissed off about this is, listen, just as somebody who is way, way morbidly obese or heavy and really struggling with her weight has an issue, so does somebody who's anorexic and, sees a fat person in the mirror is killing themselves by starvation, by over-exercising, by, throwing up or whatever ED disorder thing is going on with them. I mean, to say that, to spit in the face of that and pretend that's what you are, to pretend that's what's going on, shows me that you're an attention whore. That you're basically just a magazine prostitute who will say anything. I mean, what next? Next week, she's going to find out that she's a Vulcan. That's what I'm going to predict. Okay, next week she's a Vulcan and she's going to have to go to therapy for it. I mean, I'm waiting for her to say that she's got sickle cell anemia. Even though primarily African Americans have that. She's just going to come out and say it. Why not? What are you going to say? Because I am, at the size of a fucking house that I can't have sickle cell anemia? Yes. Guess we're going to say that because we live in fucking reality, you crazy big fucking butted bitch, you. And we have to get something else a little fucking straight here. There's a difference between natural women and women who are, cause solar eclipse when they walk down the street. Do you know what I mean? There are natural curvy women who are not what you stereotypical or society would have you believe, thin or whatever, who are healthy. There are women with extra meat on their bones who are healthy. I'm just saying there are not when you're fucking 5 billion pounds. It's not possible. I want to see her on a fucking treadmill right now. If she can do 20 minutes at 4 miles an hour on a treadmill without breaking a major sweat and starting to cry and just, urinating on herself, then maybe I'll change my mind. But we know it's fucking bullshit. Come on. But she's anorexic. Look at the fuck who told her she's anorexic. Oh, got the psychologist did. I gotta stop because this shit's just gonna get worse and worse and worse, and I'm gonna go off the rails even more, and YouTube's just gonna fucking slam me. But yeah, listen. Now, the other counterpoint to that, and I hear this a lot, is, oh, would you say if it was a man? Would you say if it was a man? Yes. Yes, I would. If I went to the store, and I think any other guy out there would agree with me, no matter what size you are, if you went out there and you're going to go buy, you're going to get fit or something like that, and you're going to buy Men's Health and Fitness magazine, if you go there and you see on the cover of Men's Health and Fitness magazine somebody the size of John Goodman, you're not gonna, no man in his right mind is gonna sit there and be like, well, he's obviously healthy. That's why, I mean, this is what fitness is. See, so I'm so glad that there's finally representation for us. We're all gonna say, whether we say it out loud or in our mind, why is the big fat pig on the magazine for the skinny people? Why? Why are you trying to make me believe this guy is just as healthy as somebody? Listen, I'm out of shape right now. Listen, I don't want to totally blame, like, Corona and pandemic and everything. It's laziness. I'm a lazy fuck. I have not been to the gym in about, no, I was at the gym like a week ago, but I did a little pussy workout. It was nothing. But look, that would be like me going to the gym right now, looking at a guy next to me who's about my age, who has six-pack abs, who muscled up and shit like that, and just, proclaiming that I'm just as healthy as he is. What are you talking about? I am just, no, because I know if we both got corona tomorrow, this motherfucker is going to get better way before I'm going to, because he's done everything right and he's treated his body right. Why? Because I live in reality. I live in reality where everything is, supposed to be real. But yeah, and Tess Holliday's, island, by island I mean her butt, anorexic, I, fuck, shit.